Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Cooking Horizon by Taz. Today I'm going to show you how to make beef and pasta casserole. It's a very yummy combo of protein, carb and fat. Very easy to make with minimum mess in the kitchen. You can see the layer of beef at the bottom with pasta and a cheesy sauce on top. You could pick up the ingredients from your local grocery store and have the dinner ready within an hour. It's that quick. Before we get to the recipe, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon for instant notification every time I upload a video. Thank you! Let's head to the recipe. You need 1 pound of ground beef, half a pound or 2 cups of mini penne pasta. I've attached the link of the exact one that I've used in the description box below. You could also use any other kind of pasta you like. 1 cup of sliced mushrooms cut into halves. 1 cup of chopped green bell pepper. You could also use the red or the yellow ones if you like. 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. 3 tablespoons of butter. 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. A pinch of nutmeg, less than 1/4 teaspoon. 1 cup or 4 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. 1 cup or 4 ounces of shredded mozzarella cheese. 1 cup or 4 ounces of shredded Parmesan cheese. Salt to taste as needed. 3 cups of whole milk at room temperature. Oil as needed. In a heated pan, I'm going to drizzle about 3 tablespoons of oil. You could also use olive oil if you like. Once the oil has heated up, I'm going to add my chopped green bell pepper. Saute on medium-high heat for about a minute. Stir occasionally as needed. Now I'm adding my sliced mushrooms to it. Continue to saute for another minute or two. Now add the onion powder and black pepper. Stir and mix them all in. Add a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon. You gotta be careful with the amount of salt you're adding because the sauce we're gonna make later on is gonna have a lot of cheese. The purpose of adding salt at this point is to help the beef and other ingredients cook faster and better, and at the same time salt enhances the food flavor as well. If needed, you could add more salt to the sauce when you make that. Now add the ground beef, stir and saute for about a couple of minutes on medium-high heat or until the beef has heated up. It's very important to continue stirring and breaking the pieces into the same size with your spatula so the ground beef cooks evenly. Altogether, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes for the ground beef to cook. The cooking time would vary depending on the stove you're using. You would know the beef has heated up when the beef changes color. Continue to stir at very short intervals. Now I'll turn the flame to medium and cover the beef so it releases water, which would cook the beef itself. Meanwhile, boil the pasta. Add 1 tablespoon of salt in sufficient amount of hot boiling water. Add the pasta and cook for about 8 minutes on high flame. Pasta cooking time may vary if you're using a different sort of pasta. Usually the cooking time is mentioned in the instructions section of the pasta package that it comes in. Once the pasta is cooked, drain instantly and wash it with cold water. Now that the beef and pasta are done, I'm going to make my sauce. I've added 3 tablespoons of butter in a moderately hot pan. You don't want the pan to be too hot before you add the butter because in that case, as soon as you add the butter, it's gonna burn. Melt the butter in medium-low flame and continue to stir. Once the butter has melted, add the flour. Continue to stir vigorously. If you don't keep stirring vigorously, it's gonna cause lumps. Once the mix has changed its color to this, add milk. I'm adding the milk slowly while I continue to stir. After adding the 3 cups of milk, Turn the flame to medium-high and continue to stir. Once the milk has heated up, turn the flame to medium. Continue to stir and note that I'm using a whisk to stir. Once the solution has reached this consistency, I'm going to add the cheese along with a pinch of nutmeg powder and some salt if needed. Do not add the shredded Parmesan cheese at this point, save that for later. Continue to stir and cook until the cheese melts. Alright, back to pasta. It's important to note that once the pasta is cooked, you do not leave it in hot boiling water, but you drain it, because if you leave it in the hot water, it's going to continue to cook. However, once the sauce reaches this consistency, turn the flame off. Now lay and spread the ground beef on a 9x13 baking dish, followed by the pasta. And at the end, pour the cheese sauce all over it evenly. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Now finally, before it goes in the oven, sprinkle the 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese on top. Now place it in the oven and bake for about 35 minutes. Took it out of the oven and you could see the cheese has melted, the sauces have blended in, and I'm ready to dig in. Try it at home and let me know how it came out. If you like my recipes, please do subscribe to my channel and share with friends and family. Also, hit the bell icon for instant notifications. Thanks for watching. Take care.